So you're at the local watering hole. Your truck's stuck in park. Your wife's yelling at you, trying to tell you to come back. So you go back inside, order yourself something to wet your whistle, and you're on your phone trying to figure out, how the hell am I going to get out of here? My truck is stuck in park. Keys on, truck won't come out of park. Well, two things could be causing this. Well, I suppose multiple things. But one major thing is going to be your brake light switch and any fuses connected to it. You can replace that and your brake light should come on and you should be able to get out of park. Maybe you already did that. It's a freshie. You thought you were in the clear and you're still stuck in park. Well, your interlocking solenoid that's in your dash could be failing you. But at either rate, whether it's one or the other, you're still stuck in park and you need to get home. How do you do it? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. First, you can put your truck in the accessory position. That'll allow you to get into neutral. Now you can start your truck and you can put it in gear. Just don't put it in park till you get home and you'll be fine. The other way you can do it, let's say you order the part because the local parts store doesn't have your brake switch in town, or maybe your interlocking system's all screwed and you're waiting for that to come. You could disable this guy. All it is a little two-prong plug, and then these are like little ball joints, so you can just pop that off. Now let me show you where they are, because as soon as you pop this off, then this will be nice and free-flowing. It's free-flowing when the truck is off, but as soon as the truck is on, the solenoid locks it in place, and then you can no longer get it in shift. When you put it in shift, it wants to go down. All right, let me show you under the dash, show you what we're looking at here. All right, here's your brake pedal right here to the right of me. That sensor, that switch is connected directly to that. You can just pull that harness, and you'll need a flathead screwdriver to pop the clip. Let's see if I can get you in there well enough to see the clip. I don't know if you can see anything. That's where it is. And then replace that, and that should restore your brake lights, get you back on the road. Now, under the dash here, this is pretty easy. This piece here is 2 7mm, and then this clips on the back. Pull out those 7mm, and then this pops right out. Then you're gonna have another little safety shield with 4 10mm. You're gonna want the deep socket because they're on studs there. So get your deep socket, pull that out, and then your interlocking system will be right here. See that? Let me get this light back here for you. Here, right back there. Hopefully you can see that. And this sits in something like that. And to disable this, all you got to do is like stick your screwdriver right here, pop that out, and now your column's free, your shifter's free, and you can get on home or get on about your day till you get your part fixed. So that is it. Let's see, another thing you're going to want to check is your BTSI fuse under the hood. I'll show you where that is. That's your brake something interlocking system. Let me show you. Okay, the BTSI is right there. I don't know if you could read that. That is that one right there. It's a 10 amp fuse. Check that while you're in here, because this is all tied to your ignition system. Look at all your ignitions and make sure that those fuses are good to go, because if your BCM, that kind of that brake computer system, isn't happy, then it might not send the correct signal to your interlocking system. Another symptom is potentially their dome lights off, or it doesn't work even though you have a fresh light bulb in there. And then on your dash, the cargo lamp is flashing that it's on even when your cargo lamp is out. Then you have a blown fuse, your CTSY, I think, or CTYS, whatever it is blown. And so you might have a larger issue like a short or something, or maybe you jammed a screwdriver into your cigarette lighter, or you put in a bum charger or something and it shorted out your system. That's all tied to your braking system and everything, because your cargo lamp is tied to your braking system, so therefore everything's tied to it. And again, if that BCM is not getting the correct voltage readout, then it may not let you get out of park. That is more unlikely, but you know, all things that you should check and be aware of and rule out, so that when you make your repair, you got all the boxes checked off. But check that brake switch, check out your interlocking, disable the interlocking if you need some time to get a new part. I think I'm just going to leave mine off because I bought a new one, and this part is too long. I suppose I can pop that out and put the longer one in and then hook it all back up. But I kind of don't like being stuck in the middle of nowhere, and that's what almost happened to me. Is I almost got stuck way out the road without any cell phone service in the middle of winter, and that would have sucked ass. But mine was glitching out, and I got it to glitch in a way that got me out of park, and then I came back in and found all the solutions. Now, I'll tell you why mine's going out. It's not my brake switch, and it's not my interlocking system that went out. Ultimately, I discovered that it is my hydro boost that I put in. I put in a 2011, was that an LMM Duramax hydro boost, because it has the bigger piston. That's a pretty common upgrade, but the shaft, the prong that goes through the firewall and connects to your brake pedal, the end of it is slightly, it looks just a little bit different. It's tapered maybe just a little bit different, and it doesn't fully engage the button on your brake switch, or at least not on mine. It took me a long time to figure that out. I went through all the wires and everything, and everything I just told you, and all the fuses, but ultimately it was just a hair too short and would not press that button. And so I just layered on this piece of cardboard box that this brake switch came from, and grabbed a layer of electrical tape, laid it on over. That cleared the gap, gave it enough clearance, and now my brake lights are back. Everything works just fine again. But I don't ever want to get stuck anywhere again or have to pull off all this stuff to get to my interlock system, so I'm just going to leave mine off. And when you're in park, or when your truck is off, you're not coming out of park. It's only when your truck is on, so it's kind of like the old school trucks in that regards. This is a nice safety feature to have, and I highly recommend not disabling it full time, but this is my old work truck here, so I'm not too worried about it. And wherever I park, I just turn the truck off. So be careful, do what works for you, and get her done, guys. Get back on the road. Get back to the old lady who's probably yelling at you and is never going to believe the story that you told her. Tell her Kushka Garage fixed you up, set you back on the road, and if you see me out at the pub, get me a beer sometime.